Hello everybody, it is Luna and this is my first time just filming on my iPad because I'm feeling super lazy today, but I still wanted to make a video, so we're just gonna do a nail and makeup look really fast. I think I've really settled into how I like to do my makeup. I've talked about that before. Yeah, I was potentially gonna do a decluttering video, which I think is still gonna happen at some point here soon, but I'm just really tired today. And I was like, you know what? Let's just practice our makeup and film. One thing I really want to learn is how to do a good blowout, because I think that would be really cool to know how to do. And I'm not great at curling my hair still. My hair is mostly just kind of wavy from being in buns when I was volunteering at the animal shelter earlier, which is something I have been really enjoying doing lately. I wasn't able to go for a couple of weeks because we had company over, which was super good. It was great to see a really good friend of mine and my husband's. Recently, I had a free night where, I was able to just go out into my town, and I tried an Amaro for the first time. We have this adorable jazz bar where I live, which is like run by this guy who has a cat. And the whole jazz bar is just him and this little kitty cat. You can see the kitty cat in the window most of the time, but he hasn't been there for a while, so it was fun. When I went in, I kind of took the opportunity to ask, hey, what happened to the cat? Is the cat okay? And he was able to be like, yep, the cat is fine. Don't worry, he's just on his hunting retreat. It was a little warm in there and he leaves the door open, so he doesn't want his cat to run into the street. Completely understandable. But the Amaro was delicious. It's like this bitter, I actually really love bitter drinks. It was this bitter hard liquor that was like tasted like chocolate, orange, and caramel. It was so good, guys. It was just so delicious. I need to wash my brushes again. These are getting a little dirty. So, I don't know if y'all have ever done this trick before or if I've talked about it before. But what you do is you get a lingerie bag and you put all of your makeup brushes into it and you just throw it in the laundry. Favorite way to wash my brushes. I've tried all sorts of different things over the years. That is the most effective. My brushes remain the cleanest they have ever been when I do that. Okay, I'm trying to decide. I'm gonna do more because my shirt's kind of between these two foils. I think I really want a sparkly lid. I'm gonna do bright colors today. Full sparkle lid, yes. I think. Okay, I'm glad I went with Spark. It's quite literally the color on this palette is called Sparkle. All right, maybe more of a pat than a brush here. Also too, because I had been using this as a highlight color for some makeup looks, it got a little busted because I used one of the foams. So this is also just good to kind of get it. Alrighty. Then I'm gonna do just full super bright. This is where I'm like, ooh, I was feeling darker makeup looks. Okay, I think this will be fine because I've mostly used that as a blend out. Yeah, it's time for me to wash my brushes. That's kind of showing up super light on camera, actually. It might be too light for kind of creating this kind of a look. Yeah, I think that's too light. I will need a darker color. Let me try. I don't have any pink in my look. I have a little purple, so let me kind of mix this pink and this purple for a contour color for the eye. Just kind of having some fun with it today. Yeah, it's really not showing up. I'm sure that if I were to look like in the mirror, I'd look kind of crazy. It still looks nice though. I still like the look overall. Okay. I think the eyeliner and the lashes are gonna probably be the star of the show this look then. Okay, and then I've got my shape pretty down pat that I like to do. There we go. But yeah, that was so good. And then the owner invited me back to try all the different Amaros and tell me what I think. One of my best friends, I really like playing Yakuza. One of my best friends likes to tease me that as I'm getting more involved in my town and stuff, that I just sound like a Yakuza protagonist. And having obtained the side quest to try all of the Italian hard liquors and tell the owner what I think about it is kind of fits with that pretty well, actually. Oh, it kind of... Well, I was planning on kind of filling it in all the way today anyways. I guess we're committed now to that idea. Okay, and then just kind of follow a line there. I have contacts in, and so when I do that, I try to kind of like fake putting it on my waterline because I don't want to get eyeliner underneath my contacts and hurt my eyes. Because I like having eyes. Eyes are good. Doing this in the camera versus I'm gonna fully fill in that gap today. Ooh, okay, I kind of like it. That was an accident, but I kind of like the winging out away from the gap. I think that's something they do in Tsuyome, but my makeup's always a horrible mishmash of whatever I feel like that day. So we're not going to worry about categorization here. Okay, and then all my false lashes are currently magneted to the inside of my car because they always fall off at the end of the day. And I don't feel like getting them, so this is what's happening. Alright, there we go. We are gonna try, although I'm trying to figure out how to do more dramatic lashes without having to use falsies, because so I've been experimenting. I've got a good new thing here I'm gonna try today. So first I'm just gonna curl it. This is like, I can't really see how it's curling in the camera, so just going with vibes, really. Okay. All right. So I got some lash primer. I've never used lash primer before, so we're gonna see how this goes. I had a super cute outfit yesterday. We went to the ocean for my hubby's birthday, and I got dressed up super cute. I didn't take any pictures though, because it was my hubby's day. And that's not what we were there for. Although I might plan another ocean trip later this year so that I can actually like film and get some stuff done. We had so many people to visit, both like my family and his family, so we didn't actually get to go swimming. There was some really good watermelon sherbet I was able to eat though, which was delicious. It was so intense. Okay, lash primer, here we go. This is a new experience. So it's clear. And so I'm just gonna kind of blink on it to help kind of get my lashes to go up. I can't see it on camera because it's clear, but that's fine. There we go. And then I am going to use this, although this might be running low. I've been using so much mascara. I've been going through mascara at a rate I don't think I've ever done before in my life. Okay. Oh, so far I'm already seeing a big difference with the lash primer from how this mascara usually behaves. Okay. Okay, it's definitely not like, it doesn't look the same as falsies. Absolutely not. But it oh, that looks really nice on the left eye. Okay. Cool. I I really like the results of this. Um so just so you guys know what I'm using in case you guys want to do it, because that looks, oh, okay, and then alrighty. Holy, okay. Just gonna keep, it's sticking to the ends a lot better. So I just kind of swiped all the way, and now that I'm just adding to the ends, I'm getting pretty visible lashes. They are obviously, I think falsies would still look more, but I really like the combination. Um yeah. Hello. Those are some visible. All right. In case you guys want to use this combination, I'm not doing it. It's just the Wet n Wild lash primer. I'm pretty sure they only make one. And then I'm using the NYX Worth the Hype. Although this is, I think, almost out. So I'll be trying using the Wet n Wild with their Big Papa in the future. But I'm not opening that mascara until this one is out. Well, that's a super cute look. I feel okay. Not a big lip person, so just some. And then with that, makeup's done. So yay. And now it's just on to some nails, which I might not show the whole process of the nails. I'm going to karate tonight, so long nails are not in. I did finally develop a hack for like one day wear for wearing long nails, like falsies, where they actually will stay on the whole day, but then you can take them off when you want them to come off. However, it is a production, and not gonna fit in my day today. It's you kind of need a full 24 hours for it to work. Also, big disclaimer, I'm not a nail tech. So when I make that video, do it at your own risk. Unhinged Gyaru tutorial incoming, I guess. Alright, I really love the lash primer. Alright, first things first, I need to take off the remains of what happened last time I wore long nails for my Moonlight Sunrise video. So I went and I got some nail polish remover, which I can't believe, like, I didn't really have nail polish. Like, I'd run out, which was a surprise. I like using Q-tips to do nail polish remover. I know a lot will say to use, like, cotton swabs, but I don't want to dry out my skin. And I think Q-tips give you a lot more control. Like, I'll dip one end in, and then I can kind of just soak my nails with the one end here. And then I just go and I do all of them. And then with the dry end, I can kind of scrub a bit more to get more off there. So I've got a few hangnails because I did not quite get the full process of taking those nails off 100%, which is kind of another reason why I want to make a video of it. Is it's just like I went through a lot of trial and error for that. Okay, I don't think I need to perfectly get all of the nail glue and all of the old nail polish off. I mean, theoretically you should, but again, we do what we want here. Alrighty. That should be good enough. All right, time for me to trim my nails because we are going to be wearing them short this week. I am going to be experimenting with something though. So I've got kind of like a little dish here. You guys can't see it, but I got a little dish for my nail clippings. Just gonna do a simple curved, like just follow the natural shape of my finger for today. We're not doing anything super crazy this week. I think we're gonna do a French tip with some bows. Because I'm trying to declutter and I need to use up some of the stuff in there. I love the idea of like charm nails, but again, as I talked about with lashes, I do worry about just that much little pieces of plastic over time. I'm certainly not perfect with it. It's not that I'm never gonna do it, or that I never have, or I never will, but I do want to kind of move more towards using mainly nail polishes and finding, like with my experiment, I may be getting closer to my dream of big lash, no falsie. Also, I wear glasses a lot of the time, and falsies and glasses are hard. Not that I don't have contacts. I'm super excited. My first pair of Pinky Paradise contacts are coming in. I bought them just in the clear to start. I have astigmatism, so I had to special order toric lenses, and so I'm gonna see how the clear ones go. And those ones are just the most useful because they are a little pricier, but if they fit, because I did send in my prescription with it and everything, I hope I ordered them correctly. I do plan on getting some more colored contact lenses, which would be really cool. But I'm just starting with clear ones because that would be a super affordable option for me compared with what I can get from my eye doctor, although I do like the lenses that I have from my eye doctor. Okay, there is glitter everywhere, guys. There's so much glitter. Okay, all right. Then I'm gonna grab my little soak-in bin. Put a little bit of water. I don't do anything too crazy for the soaking part of my manicure. It's just a little bit of warm water and a little bit of just regular hand soap. Put it in for like a minute just to have that there. This feels a bit silly to do on camera, but I'm having a good time. I definitely want to practice curling my hair more. It's kind of funny to practice those things, but it is a thing that you definitely build a skill with and for. Soak in my hands, soak in my hands. This is already being a bit of a long video, but that's okay. Love my little kitty cat. I am so excited for the future and just stuff happening. I don't want to say too many things, but I'm having a really good day today, and I hope whoever's watching this is having a really good day too. And if you're not, I hope maybe we can hang out and it might make it slightly better. Who knows? Alrighty. I think that's probably enough there. I'm not someone who's huge into live streams, but I've been studying Japanese, and I was wondering, would anyone be interested in study with me live streams? I'm not gonna promise anything, because life gets hectic, but this is a super easy video setup for me to do here. I just have my iPad up so I can see myself to do my makeup. This is, I think, maybe my favorite way to do makeup videos. as long as the sound quality comes out okay. I just have my phone up as a ring light. Okay, there we go. So it looks like I did reveal a couple hangnails, so I'll want to cut those. So this is just really simple, nothing crazy happening yet. All right, just do a little filing. And then I can put my base on. Alright, so I do like to do, so let me make sure I've got all my hangnails trimmed. Okay, that's there. I do like to do a little cuticle oil before. So how I do that is I do cuticle oil, then I rub it in, and then again, this is why I like to use Q-tips over cotton swabs, is that I kind of get it all over the nail, and then that kind of protects my nail a little bit. And then I use nail polish remover, again, very carefully, only on the nail bed where I want the nail polish to go. So this one, and I'm going to use a fresh one. So we're going to just kind of take care of that there. Kind of all over each nail. That's there, and then I'm just gonna dry each nail with the other end. There we go. And then that should be the end, as long as I'm careful, of us needing to use the nail polish remover or the Q-tips or anything like that. So I'm kind of moving stuff I'm done with to the left of my iPad, and the stuff that I'm still using to the right. Let's just organize. I didn't end up using setting spray or anything like that today. Just gonna move that there. Kind of had already pushed the cuticles back. I just use this rubber one. I gently suggest to my cuticles they should back up. That way that I don't hurt myself. Okay, and then I'm going to use a very, very thin base coat so it doesn't take forever to dry of the argan oil. It's actually an argan oil top coat, but I like to use it as a base coat. Just as an extra little protection for my nails, because I have been doing a lot to them lately and plan to keep doing a lot to my nails. My poor nails. They will receive no rest ever again. It's probably not true. I will probably have bare nails sometimes, but I've been having fun with this. So while these dry, I'm going to tell you guys my plan. We're going to do a French, kind of like a fancy, quote unquote, French manicure. I've got this pink polish that I think needs to be remixed a little bit because it's settled a bit. It's Insta-Dry Sugar Poppy. So I'm going to do 2 coats of Sugar Poppy, I think. This is Insta-Dry, although sometimes it plays nice with the thinner I do it, usually the better it will play with the argan oil base coat. So Insta-Dry here, and then I'm going to cheat for the French tip and use this white nail pen just to do the tips. I have this nail glue, which I'm going to use to put these bows on because they have lived in my nail thing forever. And then I will cover it all up with a top coat. So since that was so thin, I think we are ready to do the next layer. Again, I do see this did separate quite a bit. Might need to be time for me to go through and declutter. We're gonna see though. I really hope to get through some though before throwing anything out. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, that looks fine coming out of the bottle at least. Just kind of painting that there. Just thin layer. It's a little watery. Oh, that one came out really nice. Okay. All right, now we're just gonna let that first coat dry. I think I'll be able to get away with like what I thought with 2 coats. This side came out a little messier than this side, which is hilarious because I am right-handed. But I am slightly out of practice just doing regular nail polish. Last year, I didn't end up doing it. Last year I had a thing where I was like, I want to do my nails every week. I didn't end up going with it. I don't know if I'm going to make that like a true goal, but it does look like I might be coming up at the end of a lot of my nail polish's lifetime. It's not dead yet, checking the back of it. But I probably want to start using them before they're all gone, like before they're all expired. Waiting, 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 waiting. I really hope this video saves and it's not too long to fit on my iPad. Because I would love to actually do the whole thing, just have kind of like a little, we could get ready together, hang out. Okay. I think that's dry enough for another coat. Not dry enough for me to like get up and do stuff. That's fine though. We can just move to the next coat here. Yeah, 2 coats is gonna be fine for this. That does seem to be covering beautifully. Okay. Okay. There we go. Yep. So I was right. I was only going to need 2 coats of this pink. Arguably, I could get away with 1, but I want to make it even on this hand. There we go. It did actually go off the edge a little bit here, so I'm going to use the Q-tip to kind of clean that up. There we go. Oh, nope. That was a mistake. Oh no. Oh no. My efforts to fix it are making it worse. There we go. Well, we'll just put the bow where that seam is on that nail. So, all right. This hand, actually, I love the Insta-Dry stuff. Hand seam's ready. Okay, and then I kind of just dot it very gently across because I don't want to scrape it. Okay, that seems to work pretty well, actually. Just kind of oh no, that was just shine. I thought that was white, but no, that was just shine. I was like, oh no. I do perhaps want a surface with which to get, there we go. Just kind of pull that across the top as a French tip. Try not to get that super sticky there. Just kind of dotting it across, honestly, does seem like the better way to do this, because then I have more control than a full swipe. Okay, this is not coming out the neatest, but hey, practice makes perfect. I'm trying to have a pretty narrow margin given how short my nails are for these French tips here. Okay, kind of just dotting it on the side seems to work pretty well. Also, I am rushing a little bit. It'd probably be easier if I had given the bottom a bit more time to dry, but I don't want to lose the footage with this video becoming maybe too long to be saved. Because again, I've never really filmed a video quite like this on my iPad. I do really like how easy this setup has been, though. All right, just kind of dotting it across. I really like the dotting it across and then making it even on like the way back for doing a very, very thin French tip here. Like, I think that's coming out pretty cute. It's a little bumpy, but I do think that's pretty cute. Okay. Perhaps I should have opened this before I started painting my nails. But oh well. I'm gonna try not to mess them up as I try to open this. Okie dokie. Oh. Oh. Oh, oh. Alright, I did they're everywhere. Alright, well, mistakes were made. We're gonna fix a smudge here really quick. Just ever so gently. And then dry. Make the brush as dry as I can, so I can then kind of brush it out a little bit. Get not so bumpy. Okay, these are turning out a bit messy. They look great on camera. The camera is being so nice to my nails. You know, guys, Alright, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where'd the other 2 bows go? I might have to accept that those charms are lost. Okay. Well, if I have 8. Let me see about just kind of slapping on the ones I do have. Do kind of like a little mismatch jury, and then this brush on glue dries really freaking quick. So let's see here for just kind of using stuff I already had. Stick. Not to me, to my nails. Stick. All right, let's see. All right, I'm just kind of brushing, using this brush on glue. I'm brushing on like the flat backs of this and just shoving them onto my nails as quick as I can. They are very slip slidey. Oh, ow, I'm dropping things again. I do really like the brush on glue in general, more than like gel stuff I discovered when I was doing false nails. I'll probably get into that at a later point. Hopefully that sticks. Okay. Almost done. Almost done. Okay. And then where feels a bit bare? That feels very kitschy and weird, and I kind of love it. What's happening here with my nails. If I were to do any more, I feel like it would look like there were, some fell off, which I did lose a couple of the ones that I wanted, but I think I'm gonna leave it like this and kind of save these bows for next time. But yeah, kind of baby's first charm nails. I'm gonna wait for them to dry and do top coat, but you guys don't need to wait to see that. It won't change how it looks. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me for so long, doing whatever it was you did while you hung out. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to get some rest, drink some water, eat good food. Luna,